Today we're checking out all of the amazing progress that's been done on the Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift Coaster.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa!
That's too damn bad! You keep digging!
We also have some exciting news regarding Wicked and the upcoming Fan Fest Nights event.
You're gonna be popular.
So as always, we're not going to waste any time at all. Let's roll it. So we just got news today that Universal Studios Hollywood is adding Elphaba and Glinda to the Fan Fest Nights. That's right, there will be a meet and greet and photo op with both of the characters from Wicked. I am super excited because I am a massive Wicked fan, so I cannot wait to meet both of these characters here at Universal Studios Hollywood. That being said, tickets are going really quickly, so if you haven't yet, hurry up over to the Universal Studios Hollywood website so you can get your Fan Fest tickets now. And right outside of the studio store, they have the actual picture car from The Mummy. That is right, this is from the 1999 film, The Mummy. I am a huge fan. I do multiple rewatches of both Mummy and Mummy Returns every year, so I am pretty much a fangirl at this point. I can quote both movies front to back, forwards and backwards, upside down, diagonal wise, word for word. This is one of my most favorite movies of all time. And yes, I have seen the original Mummy as well, but nothing for me beats Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz. I am so excited over the fact that they have this picture car here. I just think this is so very cool. So they do have the plaque here. It's the 1931 Duesenberg Model J. Actual picture car from The Mummy in 1999 from the Universal Transportation Department. It looks really nice. So if you are here at Universal Studios Hollywood and a fan of The Mummy, just head on over here toward the Universal Studios store so you can check it out. It is a beautiful hot Tuesday here in Hollywood. It's like 84 degrees right now, which is wild for end of February. I mean, usually we do get pretty mild weather here, but again, 84 is pretty hot. But that is not stopping the characters from being out and about today. We have Frankenstein taking photos. We have Beetlejuice screaming at people. So that's when you know it's a beautiful day here. So we do have Universal Plaza all decked out. We have lots of tables, lots of chairs. They have some umbrellas open. This is usually the setup when there is a private event taking place here in the plaza. They do have the barrier gates all around as well. But again, typically when there are large events taking place that are private events here in the plaza, they will cordon it off as they set up throughout the day. That being said, that does not affect the hours here today at the park. Unlike some of the other parks, cough, Disneyland and Disney World, a lot of times that will affect the park opening or closing hours. Typically, when it comes to Universal Studios Hollywood, they work around the hours that the park is open. So you'll see them setting up during the day, whether it's here, sometimes in the lower lot, there are areas that are sectioned off for private events as well, especially above the Jurassic Cafe. But the park will still close at its usual time of 6 p.m. tonight. As we come a little bit closer down, we can see a lot of the siding has finally gone up around the main structure here that we are pretty sure will hold the queue for the Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift Coaster. You can see the brickwork along the side here. We're gonna head over to Super Silly Funland, our usual lookout spot, to take a look at the progress from one side before heading down the Starway and getting a good look from down below. All right, so we are here just around Super Silly Funland. Lots of active construction taking place today. We have the cranes going, we have the tractors rolling, we have a ton of construction workers all over that side road right next to the coaster, but it looks really good. The building, again, as you can see from this side too, the majority of the brickwork has gone up around the sides, and it looks like this section of coaster is pretty much done. It looks like a lot of the work that has gone over the roadways and the big one over the stairway on the other side were done overnight, so we likely won't see that during our daily updates. But again, the progress that has been done looks fantastic. So you can see down here, we have the coaster extending all the way to the left. We have this inversion that we were checking out last week. And then we have the smaller portion that's going down the roadway where the studio tour typically passes. We're gonna jump on that today to get a nice view from down below. Now I'm ready to head over to my particularly most favorite portion of all this construction, which is of course the Starway. All right, heading towards the lower lot. And our new favorite view here in the park, the beautiful connection of the coaster above the Starway. Looking all bright, shiny, and new, and just absolutely amazing. The sad part about this is we're no longer going to be vlogging updates from this area because for the most part, they're pretty much done. So we're gonna make our way down one flight of stairs to the landing on the lower section down here to take a good look at all the work that is progressing on the other side of the coaster. So from this area here, we can see that it looks pretty much the same. It's been about 2, if not 3 weeks since we were last here to take a look at the coaster. And in terms of what's gone up so far, again, a lot of it is the same as we've seen before, with the exception of a little bit further back. But on this side here, again, most of the progress looks like it's pretty much where it's been left at, although they have been working on that wall that we see here towards the back. There are construction workers up there today. We're not entirely sure what's going to be up there. If that's going to be part of the queue or part of the theming of the ride. Is there something going to be there that, you know, you'll be looking at or seeing as you scurry on by with your Hollywood drift along this portion of the track? But the fact that there is an inversion right in that area with that wall that's going up makes me wonder if there is something visually you'll be able to see from the coaster. So I'm really excited to see that continue getting worked on. Pushing on over now to the side where you can see a lot more construction further back. We have the track that's coming down towards the roadway that the studio tour passes by. And then even further back, there is additional supports that have gone up. So great to see this pulled together. Again, just mind-blowing how much work has been done. A year ago, we were mostly looking at all the trees that were over here that had the X's spray painted on them, kind of notating that those were going to be the trees that were going to be cut down in preparation for this ride. So there was a ton of speculation at that time, exactly what the coaster would be like, what it would entail. And again, it's just amazing to know a year later how much progress has been made and how amazing it looks. So we're still not exactly sure what that structure is for down there, whether it's holding mechanical or electrical equipment. We don't have any indication exactly what it is yet, or just general ride operation equipment, but that has gotten some insulation, it looks like, and the siding, it looks like it's pretty much finished, and they have the doors installed now, so we can't see inside to quite get an idea of what it will be housing. So again, the progress on the coaster is really amazing. I am super excited as it just continues, because clearly we're getting closer and closer to the official opening next year of Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift. Now, they did announce yesterday that Fast and Furious Supercharged at the end of the studio tour will be ending on March 10th. So if you like going on the studio tour tram, jump on now before March 10th, and they close it down entirely as they prepare for the construction of this coaster. We've just come down 2 more sections toward the lower line. You can see just how much of the shrubbery, trees, bushes they have removed as they've cleared this area. So as of now, Universal Studios Hollywood has not officially announced what is coming here. There are rumors that it's just regular irrigation or clearing that needed to be done for years, and now is the perfect time while the construction of the coaster is taking place. Other reports come, including from team members, saying that this will be part of the new boarding area for the studio tour. So until we have an official statement from Universal Studios, we're not 100% sure, but it is very fascinating to see all of this cleared away. It reminds me of when they started the work for the new coaster, how much trees and shrubs and everything was taken out and how quickly all of that was accomplished. But yeah, you can see this is a bare hillside now. It's just pretty interesting. It is 85 degrees today and pretty hot. So before we jump on the studio tour, I had to get myself a little treat to enjoy the studio tour. And yes, that is a little known fact. You can bring food and drink onto the studio tour. Now, I don't recommend bringing a full-blown meal because with all the bouncing around that the tram does during various points, it won't make for a great eating experience. But smaller items like this or pretzels or churros, perfectly fine. Same thing goes with beverages. So again, you can definitely bring food and beverage onto the studio tour to make it even that much more of an enjoyable experience.
Monica.
They're the best. I love them. Even though
Christopher. Oh, Rodrigo does. Yeah, you know what I was thinking of? It was Katy Perry, and they were dancing to Katy Perry's song, Swish, Swish. Another one in the basket or whatever, anything like that. I tell you what, seriously, my jaw dropped. I have such an appreciation for dance now. They're just using their bodies and everything like that. Me, I gotta have a microphone and I can barely do that. All right, let's take care of the safety rules. First things first, if kids look like they're gonna fall out the sides, move them in the middle. You don't have to. That is just a suggestion, but we don't want any kids falling out. If your kids tend to fall out of vehicles, move them in the middle. Other than that, everybody just stay seated when the tram is in motion. Yeah, you hanging on? Stay seated when the tram is in.
Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. As always, I am super excited to see the progress of the coaster, and it looks absolutely amazing. Plus, with the update with Wicked making its way to FanFest Nights, this has been a phenomenal day at Universal Studios Hollywood. Thanks again so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!